shit. Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Ну, привет.
Как жизнь?
Тебе сюда нельзя.
Ну что, дружище, ядерный?
Подходи, сталкер. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда есть кое-что.
Сказал бы кто месяц назад, ни за что б не поверил. Ёлы-палы, ну надо же, вчера Припять видел. Вот так вот, своими глазами. Сказал бы кто месяц назад, ни за что б не поверил.
Нормас, нормас. Охуенно,
Всегда
сейчас
бы такая
поживимся.
пруха была. Это если прикинуть... Ага, точно. 3-4 таких похода, как вчера. Да если бы еще хабар не хуже. И все. Завязываю с зоной нахрен. Да, вот ведь как грустно все выходит. Неплохо, неплохо. За одну ходку 2 ночные звезды. Если так и дальше пойдет, в гробу я видал ваш хваленый клондайк. Эх, вот всегда бы такая пруха была. Это если прикинуть... Ага, точно. 3-4 таких похода, как вчера. Да если бы еще хабар не хуже. И все. Завязываю с зоной нахрен. Пожрать бы чего хорошего. Так ведь нет. Вот дерьмо-то, а. День коту под хвост катится. Ни хабара, никакого приварка. И никого на горизонте. Вот и ладушки. Вот и хорошо. Опять сапожища хреновые подсунули. Что у них совсем совести нет у этих? За неделю подошве гоплык. Не тот уже хабар пошел. Не тот. Неужто завязывать пора? Ничего, нормально. Прорвемся. Не зря же я тут вон сколько неба копчу. И я, и друганы мои прорвемся. Когда бы такая пруха была? Это если прикинуть... Ага, точно. 3-4 таких похода, как вчера. Да если бы еще хабар не хуже. И все. Завязываю с зоной нахрен. Вот дерьмо-то, а. День коту под хвост катится. Ни хабара, никакого приварка. Ага. А все-таки накоплю я на свой домик, чтобы у речки и лес рядом. И ни радиации тебе, ни тварей, ни сволочей разных.
Hello. Yo, can you hear me now? Oh, I see. Oh, increase it. I think for some reason my friend could hear himself. No, he could hear my game for some reason. That's why I turned it low. One sec. Pulse microphone. Oh, it's set to max. What the fuck? Oh, Discord. I see. I turned it down on Discord. Okay, it should be better now. Yeah. The Let me know after you're done with Lost Soul,
Привет,
when you
брат.
finish it, I'll help you install Armored Core for Answer, and I think you'll have a lot of fun with that game. It's pretty fast paced and fun down. Why did your stream just close off for no reason? Yeah, for some reason I don't know why. What happened?
Шелуха сыпятся, щепки, шишки. Ну, сами понимаете, да?
You
Вот
know
тут-то я
how
Василий.
sad it is when you
Спорим,
look
если
up
можно набить
gameplay
с
and
первого раза.
one of the first things
Вот
for
эти
the game you
форпилы.
see is
Подходим
fucking
к
Chiraco
границе
with the
зоны.
shitty
Я
ass
заранее
gameplay on
кусачкой
YouTube.
направляюсь к проволочному забору. Тут Василь посмотрел на меня так лукаво и говорит: спорим, я сделаю проход в заграждении за 7 действий. Логично. Ну, я сходу врубаюсь, отвечаю. А я за 6. А я за 5. За 4. За 1. Нифига себе, думаю, как это он собирается осуществить? Ну, говорю, давай, действуй. А этот крендель спокойно так снимает с пояса гранату и шлеп ее под забор. Молодца! Я такой успел крикнуть, не надо, и шлеп носом в грязь. Василий шлеп рядом со мной. Ну шо, бабах. Нас так не слабо сыпало землей грязью. Над головой табличка эта пролетела, не приближаться опасно. В общем, хватаю Василия за ремень, бежим. Ну, сами же понимаете, блокпоста куча народа сейчас побежит с автоматом. Рванули мы через дырищу в заборе,
Be right back.
в ближайшей роще. Добежались, в яме завалились, дышим, слушаем. Ну и чего?
Да ты раз... Я тебя слушаю.
What do I hear when I come back? Stop touching shit, you fucker! On your gaming PC desk, sitting on top of it. That's the usual cat behavior. Still remember back then, like when I used to have a dog, I was like trying to do something in a game. He was looking at me. He's like, "You should take me out now." And he was looking at me. I was like, "Give me 5 minutes." And he was so sleepy, and the room was cold. He just peed on the floor. I was like, "No, I should have taken you out." How much like hard disk space you have? Was it like 2 terabytes? Oh, that's pretty decent. And you have good internet. You can just download games if you like it. No need to install them all. So is this a snow mod that you got installed? Looks quite nice. Well, at least this scope is better than the one we have in Ready or Not. I was playing a little bit of the friend. I'll ask him, do you want to play it now, or do you want to just play this? If you're interested, I have a friend who wanted to play, I think. Yeah. I think we can play it when you're done with like Lost Soul and Rock again, like that.
Ладно, Герасим. У меня дела поважнее.
Which ending did AJ get for Liza P? There's a couple on there. Weird. He only has like 2 bosses left. One of the PvP kind of fight, and one main boss. You getting used to the controls now? Oh, so you went back to controller? So when you save, you get your health back. Telling Baha that he should get a level 8. Because it's more fun when you play with multiple people who haven't played the game before. So it will be like you and Fahad who haven't played the game that much before. Is it an artifact? That was a lot of damage. So this is an easy or normal? This ain't easy. I think my friend was saying don't play G.A.M.M.A, play Anomaly first. Because G.A.M.M.A is too rough. Does Anomaly not have like some texture pack or something to make it look better? I feel like you would enjoy Cyberpunk. I don't know, I just have this feeling. You didn't play the DLC either, right? The Phantom Liberty. Was that too? Yeah. Because it will look amazing on this.
Ну, привет.
But I'd like other FPS fast-paced kind of games. Ghost Runner. You can try Ghost Runner, I guess, if you haven't. Hmm. I like the maybe like one of the games you could like try if you wanted to was the original Ninja Gaiden 2. People glaze it so much. Now you have to emulate it, the original one. Yeah. Yeah. Is it dead though? You prefer this over Stalker 2 way more in terms of looks as well. 2 more. So you can just disassemble stuff. I guess for like gaming related stuff, the thing that you could try is just set up all the emulators for like different consoles that where you liked old games. Oop. You don't snipe them with that auction handgun with hip fire. Yeah, the gunplay gets a bit better in Fallout New Vegas with mods, but it's not something like I would say great. It just becomes better. You know what it is? Because I did. Yeah, this game has better gunplay, much better. Wow, that's funny though. I would say there's like no goofiness. This is for like edgy people compared to that. Fallout is like funny stuff. I would not say that Fallout has that many gunplay sections. Fallout is just like monkey builds and stuff. Fallout becomes like very fucking annoying on higher difficulties though because they scaled it like retardedly. It's literally retardedly scaled. You have to use rocket launchers to kill like a small fucking robot. That bad. Oh, that's the main thing I'm playing. Fallout is like wacky weapons you find around the map. Just get I think the trait system is what makes it fun. That's what this game doesn't have. The traits, you know, when you level up in Fallout, you get the wacky traits. Okay. Just- It's just if you like survival kind of games, I remember like playing Valheim. Have you heard of that game? It's basically survival and like co-op, but like Minecraft at the same time. Can you like put it down and have better accuracy? Like set it up on like a window, like go prone. Yeah. Yeah. Do you not have a stash? Do you not have like a stash where you can just store it for later onwards? E-weapons.
Все, музыкальная пауза.
Do you not get like icons for your controller? You're like hovering on the like
Пытается пожечь хреновые пацаны. Что у них совсем совести нет у этих. За неделю подошли коплык. Не учатся ничему некоторые и учиться не хотят. Кино американского насмотрелись, как крышу срывает от жадности. Ты ему про аномалии, он тебе про о чем думать не хотят, кроме баб, пока кишки по веткам не разбросает.
Okay. Maybe he's hopes only.
Свой Мадонна нынче хреново стали делать. Ах, неохота мне за хабаром сегодня плестись. Сейчас бы дома оказаться, в гамачке, да с книжкой.
Okay, that's cool.
Неплохо, неплохо. За одну ходку 2 ночные звезды. Если так и дальше пойдет, в гробу я видал ваш хваленый клондайк. Ёлы-палы, ну надо же, вчера Припять видел. Вот так вот, своими глазами. Сказал бы кто месяц назад, ни за что не поверил. Пожрать бы чего хорошего. Так ведь нет.
Hey, look, bud.
Чего заскучали, мужики?
How far are you like progress-wise in terms of like the story and stuff? Been just exploring. Been just like doing quests and exploring.
Вот ведь как грустно все выходит. Вот дерьмо-то. День коту под хвост катится. Ни хабара, никакого приварка.
Is there's fast travel in the game?
Привет, брат.
I'll be right back.
Проходи, не задерживайся.
Жив еще? Ну и отлично.
Было страшно иногда, но было холодно навсегда. Ты на всех одна звезда, значит горе не беда, ой, не беда.
Oh, is it over here? Oh, I joined on PlayStation call, but I guess you're muted over there? Oh, okay, yeah, I was like, what? Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. Dude, I had such a fucking day today. Holy shit, bro. It was the worst day I've had in a while. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. Where do I even begin, bro? I really gotta like think about it for a second. Okay, let me think here. can get this full armor set at least. I'll be doing some diving on Helldivers as well, because there's still time for my daily order to be completed. Ugh. Okay. So let me think here. It really starts yesterday. It really starts yesterday because I knew that I had to go into work early. I had to get there around 1 to start, when normally I'd be scheduled for like 2:30, 3 o'clock. So I had to get there about like 2 hours early, right? So I get there expecting to see my coworker Jaylyn, and instead I see the older lady who just got the promotion to be our lead in our department, right? So I'm like, what is she doing here? You know? I find out that our U-scan person for the day, Bella, has called off 12 to 6. She's not going to be it. I'm like, okay. Cool, I guess. So the person down there right now is Glory, and she's going to be there like from 7 a.m. because she came in an hour early, until she's going to be there from 7 all the way till 6. So 11-hour shift for her. That sucks. I mean, cool for the bag, but terrible for everything else. You know? So she's stuck down there the whole time. So when Ruby came in because Jalen's kid was sick, yada yada yada, she can't work, right? Cool. Whatever. That's fine. But Ruby's like, I gotta leave early, I gotta leave at like 2. So Ruby leaves at like 2. And looking at what I got left, telling me about how one of our cashiers yesterday was being a fucking crazy person. Fucking Yolanda, the crazy one that we have right now. She's just been... Oh, she's crazy, alright. She's fucking awful. High key, I cannot stand her. She's been irritating, just a mess. You know, she's either high or just fucked up, like, every time. She's been coming in late all the fucking time. You know... Just generally just off. Terrible, you know? What the... Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's just been awful, right? It's just been a terrible... Fuck, it was a terrible day. So, anyways, as I continue here, so already I have to run the front by myself again after 2 o'clock because Glory has to stay down there till Layla gets here, or till my cashier Althoff gets here, because Althoff knows self-checkout, and the plan was Althoff can do self-checkout from 4:30 till about 6 o'clock, right? And then when the closing person for the self-checkout shows up, he can come back up and do register. But I need to get Glory off of there, that way I can have a desk so that I can do what I have to do today on the rest of the sales floor, right? Otherwise, I'm behind the desk the whole time and trying to run the sales floor at the same time. That sucks, right? It's trash. I'm doing 2 jobs. I'm doing 2 people's jobs, and I have no backup, basically. It blows, right? I'm like, okay, that's the plan. So I'm getting there, we're getting there. The day is okay, right? The day is alright. Yeah, nothing I can't handle. I've done this kind of shit before. It is. You know, it's going. 4:30 rolls around, Althoff gets here. I'm like, cool, there's the first part of the problem solved. He is now here. So I tell him, hey Althoff, he's asking what register to go to. I'm like, Althoff, actually, I need you to go to self-checkout for about an hour and a half. And then he's like, no, I talked to Miss Ruby, and Miss Ruby said that I don't, that she's gonna work on hiring more people so that I don't have to be down there anymore because it's too stressful for me, blah, 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 blah. Mind you, this is a grown man. This is a guy in his like 40s, 50s, something like that, right? 40s at least. Like maybe early 40s, late 30s, early 40s, right? This is a grown man. And he doesn't want to go work the self-checkout for an hour and a half. He's trained in that area. I'm asking for an hour and a half out of his 4-hour shift that he has. It's a 4-hour shift. I'm asking you for an hour and a half to do something you know how to do. Can you please just work with me? Right? So I'm telling him, I'm sorry, Altov. I'm asking you, but the reality is, I'm telling you, this is what you gotta do. This is just what we gotta do today. It's a bad day. You need to go down there and help self-check out so I can get her off of there, so that I can get a desk person, so that I can do what I have to do, Altov. You see how this works? I gotta get her up here so that I can take care of some shit I gotta take care of. You know? And he's still giving me pushback the whole time. Mind you, this is in front of a customer who I'm helping. Because he can't just fucking suck it up and go do what I asked him to go do. Right? And after he leaves and goes down there, the customer goes, you know, honestly, I thought you were very gracious with how that went down. I was like, I'm trying. I told her just like that. I'm trying, you know. This is how it is, you know. I'm trying my best. I'm fucking baby gloves with these goddamn grown adults, man. Baby gloves with grown fucking adults, you know. God, if I blew him up like that in front of a customer, it would have just been so bad. Chaotic chaos. I gotta pull up your stream. But yeah, man, that was just the first part. This fucking guy giving me all this goddamn. This guy giving me all this fucking crying, pissing, and moaning in his fucking hands, bro. Like he was just so terrible. I was like, holy shit! Like you're a grown ass man. Suck it up. Oh no, he was complaining, bro. Like he did not want to do that shift anymore, working in that area. And it's like one of the easiest areas we have. You know, he really did just want to stand at a register and get a couple customers at a time, you know. That's all he really wanted to do. But it's like, holy shit, bro. Like this is all you're good for? Really? This is it? Like this is how bad it is? That's all you want to do now? Like, fuck, you're terrible, bro. Like I'm not gonna say that shit to him because, you know, it's just not how it is, but like, god damn, dude. Fuck. Sure, that's useless. You know what that means? That means training you was a waste of goddamn time. And I hate that more than anything. I trained his ass. I trained him down there, so I know he knows what he's doing. I know what I'm doing. It's an easy apartment. Anyways. I gotta... Holy shit, yeah, that is a squad. Yeah, you're in a goddamn what, like lightning storm? What's happening? Oh man. But yeah, that was just the first half of how annoying that day was. It gets worse. Oh yeah, it gets worse. Okay, so earlier in the day, when Ruby was still there, she told me, because I asked her if a certain cashier of ours shown up yesterday, and she was like, the person in question is Yolanda. I asked. I'm like, did Yolanda show up for her shift yesterday? She goes, I'll have to take you into the office to talk about that. I'm like, all right, let's go. I go in there, I ask, and she's like, yeah, so Yolanda had like a whole like fucking mental breakdown yesterday, you know, all over the place, eating on the sales floor, just being generally terrible at everything. And I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. So am I expecting her today? Like, should I see her come in today? You know, like, is she gonna be here today, or like, what's up? You know? Like, is this shit gonna bleed into today's nonsense, or what's the haps? You know? So, I'm asking, we're talking, and she's like, yeah, you know, you might see her anywhere 5 to 6:30. I'm like, fucking great. She shows up a half hour late to her shift. Is just scheduled at 5, comes in 5:30. I'm like, all right. I ask her, I'm like, hey, any reason why you're a half hour late? You know, like, this is the earliest I can get here. I get a ride from my son to drop me off. Blah blah blah. Okay. It's like, so what now? And I'm like, well, I just needed to have a reason for why you didn't come in on time. You know, that's all. It's part of the job. I gotta check these things. You know. She goes, oh, okay, you know. Then later she's trying to tell me some shit, but she's also talking to another cashier in the middle of that. I'm trying to go do something. She's like, where are you going? I'm trying to tell you something. I'm like, I thought you were telling that to Marilyn. What? Because, you know, you're talking to everybody. And she's like, no, she just started talking. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, shit. You were fucking answering, you know. But yeah. So, she's already just fucking awful, you know. Just absolutely fucking terrible still. So later, around like, so she got there at 5:30, right? At like 6:50, she's bitching about how she ain't get her break yet, this, that, and the other. Mind you, her break is scheduled at 7. Cause she got a 4-hour shift. 5 to 9. She got here a half hour late. She's bitching that she didn't get her break yet, which she's complaining about early, because she knows it would be halfway through her shift that you get your break. Because it's a 4-hour shift. That's a drop in the bucket. It's 4 hours, right? Why? And she's bitching to customers as she's checking them out. You know, making it sound like we're treating her like if she's a slave. You know. Or just giving you all the blickies. I don't know it, but it looked cool. But yeah, so like, she's just being terrible, right? The whole time she's just fucking awful. At right around her time for her break, her register just crashes. It happens on occasion. You know, once in a while, a register just get what's called like a terminal error, and it just has to like it just like shuts off. It doesn't affect the customers, except that if you're waiting in that line, sorry, you just got to go to another line. The registers just sometimes freak out and shut off. But the person who's currently there, right? I can just move their transaction anywhere else. But mind you, I'm running the front by myself. I do not have my desk person is not here at this time. They are not available at this time, right? I don't have them. Yeah, the register shuts off. Actually, this is before that. So before this, I didn't even tell you. Okay, this is the lead up to something else before this. The reason why I didn't have my desk person, because I was expecting Layla at 6 o'clock, right? Layla comes in at 6 o'clock. She is my desk. She was supposed to be my desk at 4. She could not get in until 6. Right. That's one of the issues that made Glory have to stay late, because I needed to have a desk person, right? And I couldn't even really use Glory on the desk because I needed her as a cashier more than anything else, right? So, about 6:30 rolls around. Layla got in at 6, right? But I was supposed to get Darlene at 6:30. She was scheduled at 6, but she says that her availability is actually 6:30. So I knew she was going to be a scheduled shift, and we just got to take that one because that's just as soon as she could get here. Mind you, she would not be scheduled at 6 unless her availability said that it was at 6. Okay? So, I knew she was going to be at least a half hour late. It is 6:30, and Altov, I go down close to self-checkout for a different reason, right? To drop off some meat in a cooler that I need to put away so I can put it back later because I don't have time to go all the way to the meat department to drop it off, right? So Altov sees me and he pops out of self-checkout and he's like, Nate, what's going on? I'm trying to why am I still down here? It's 6:20. What's going on? So it's 20 more minutes longer than what I asked you to do, right? Okay. You want to complain, whatever. The reality is I need you down there as long as it's going to take for me to get somebody that's supposed to be here to actually work that shift. Okay? You're here for 4 hours. You're trained on this and register. Guess what? In that time frame, if I need you to do something else, you're going to do something else. It's that simple. It's that clear. You know? He's trying to tell me, oh, this is ridiculous. Well, who came in at 6? So that way, like, someone came in at 6, why can't they come in and do it? And I'm like, because the person here at 6, while they do no self-checkout, is supposed to be my service desk person for another 2 hours before that. She's supposed to be my service desk person from 6 to 8:30. After that, she's going to be a register to make up the difference. Okay? Because she's making up the end of her shift now, right?
What's up, Pino?
Yo, I'm just going over my awful day.
Right? Okay, join. He's saying something.
Oh, I had a day today, man. You don't even know. Anyways, so Altov, I'm telling him that Altov, this is what I'm requiring you to do right now. This is what I need from you right now. I understand how you feel. You don't want to do self-checkout. You were told by Ruby that you can't go off of self-checkout until we get more people that know self-checkout. Well, guess what? We don't have enough yet. You had this conversation 2 days ago. It ain't gonna happen overnight. We're not just gonna get new people overnight to do self-checkout, you know? It doesn't work like that. We gotta schedule shifts. We gotta put them with somebody that knows the department to train the person. Mind you, it's easy as fuck. Right? It's not hard, but he's just such a little bitch about it. Right? So I tell him, I'm like, Altov, with all due respect, you gotta be down here until my person gets here. It ain't gonna be the whole shift, but this is where you gotta be. You know, and he's like, no, Nate, you're not understanding. Like, I do this, la 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 la. And like, and then, you know, he's like, I said, brother, you should understand, because, you know, like, he treats it, he's like, it's like a family thing or some bullshit. And I'm like, with all due respect, I told him just like this, all due respect though, Tom, we're not brothers. We're co-workers, and I'm your boss. So I'm asking you, I'm telling you, you gotta stay down here. And he goes, oh well, if you're gonna attitude, then I don't want to be down. I'm quitting. And I'm like, oh, you quitting? So if I'm gonna have that attitude that he doesn't, and that he's going, like, he's quitting. And I'm like, oh, you want to quit? You gonna quit? He goes, yes, I'm going to quit if I'm gonna be down. I'm like, okay, then I'll get the manager. Oh, you want to put it like that? Fine. I call up Zach. Zach's like, you're gonna have to give me like some time to get up there. And I'm like, nah, Zach, you gotta get up here now. He goes, all right, I'm on my way. because he was like unloading a truck in the back, and I was like, Zach, can you come up to customer service for me to the front end? And he's like, yeah, you gotta give me a bit. I got truck. I'm like, nah, I need you here now. He goes, all right, I'll be right up. He comes up and he sees me. And I tell Walter, you can go wait by customer service. Actually, you can just go wait over there. He's like, oh, I don't have to be here. I was like, no, you can go over there. You just told me you quit, so I don't go away. You are now effectively a pile of ashes to me. You're nothing. Like I don't care anymore now. Like I don't care. You're not my problem anymore. You're the manager's problem, and you're gonna go home. I don't give a shit now. Great. Thank you. Goodbye. You know. Thanks for your fucking service, goofball. But yeah, so he quits. Zach comes up. Zach's looking at me. I just point. I point at him. I'm like, right here. And he's like, so what's the problem? And I go. So I go. Tell him. Go ahead. And then I go to the customer service desk because I got customers I got to take care of. So I just give it to Zach. I'm like, here goes Zach. Hey, what's up? I was like, tell him Althoff. Bye. I don't even want to look at the guy anymore. He gives me the card. He shows me his card, his self-checkout card. He goes, Nate, I'm gonna put this in. I'm like, I don't care. You can drop it right there. Don't care. Bye. Good fucking riddance. Bye. You're a fucking grown man acting like a child. Bye. I don't need you. Grown man acting like a fucking 16-year-old brat. Okay, bye. Have fun taking care of your 3 kids in your shitty ass apartment all off. I don't give a fuck now. Like, you think that's the responsible move to do when you got 3 kids and you got an apartment and your wife in our fucking store? I don't give a fuck, yo. You want to be a baby about working the shift that you got trained on how to do, that you asked to learn? Fuck you. You're impossible. But yeah, so that's the issue, right? So I didn't have my desk person, right, at 6. I didn't even get my desk at 6 because Althoff quit before that, right? He quit at like 6:20. So as soon as Layla got here, basically I was like, Layla, you have to go to self-checkout now because we have to keep that open, and this guy just quit because he's a bitch. You know, like, that's not what I told her. In my mind, that's all I was thinking. And in my mind, I'm like, fuck this guy. Layla, you now have to go self-checkout, you know? He found a way to get out of self-checkout. I'll give him that. In his deepest thoughts possible, he realized get out of self-checkout was to just fucking quit. And I hope he quit the whole I know for a fact, I bet he better not show up on Saturday, because that motherfucker quit. He left the building. He clocked out and left ahead of the time he was supposed to leave. That is shift abandonment. That is an automatic termination in our store. If you leave the job with being told to go home, you have quit your job. There is no 3 days. There is no back. It is bye. So he had a bunch of other cashier shifts this week. He better not show up because they're just gonna send his ass home. Fucking hilarious though. Like so crazy, bro. Literally, bro. I don't know how else to phrase these types of people, bro. So he quit. So my desk person I was supposed to get at 6 didn't even get him because I had to give her to self-checkout until Darlene got there. Right? Darlene got there 50 minutes late. She's supposed to be there by 6:30 at least. She got there at 6:50. I'm asking Darlene, hey Darlene, any reason why you're late on top of the 30 minutes I already knew? And she goes, no. I'm like, you ain't got not one excuse? Not even like traffic? She's like, no. Should I go home? And I hate that shit because that comment is disrespectful as fuck. Because the answer to that question is obviously no, but it's only because I don't have anybody else that could run that department. For some shit like that, if I had anybody else that could run it till close, I'd have been like, you know what? Yeah, actually, leave. Like, fuck you too then. Like, fuck you too then. If you can't even show up for the fucking shift on time, when I already gave you the 30 minutes that you said you couldn't be there by, and you still can't get here on time, You a grown ass woman. Fuck you too. And they're all, and it's like, and they're all fucking children, bro. They're trash. They're terrible. And then, and mind you, at this point, I've already had Yolanda bitching the whole time, right? So at 7, her register crashes. I don't have anybody to fix it because Layla is on the register now because I it's too busy and I need her on the register because Althoff left. He left, right? He was supposed to be my cashier afterwards, but he left. He quit. So Layla's now on register. Michael's on register. Michael's been minding his business the whole goddamn time, you know. Michael's just doing his thing. He's just he's just doing his register all night. Thanks, Michael. At least you were not problematic for me, right? But so yeah, she's bitching the whole time. Her register crashes. She's in line to buy a candy bar from me now at the service desk. I fucking saw her the candy bar, and I'm like, "You can take a break now, by the way." She's like, "I can get a smoke break." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care what you do." That's her just like that. Just like that. I don't care what you do. So she's like, "So that's the smoke break?" I was like, "Sure, whatever." So she goes. Mind you, she was scheduled for a break at 7. It happened right at 7, so it works out. Perfect timing, you know. She doesn't come back for an hour. Her break is 15. Her break is 15 minutes. She ain't come back 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock. She was gone for a whole hour. I see her in the aisles, walking around, talking to the janitor, you know, bitching, sounding crazy. So at some point, the manager on duty, Zach, saw her and was like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, and so then later on, Zach comes up and I'm like, "Hey, Zach, you seen that Yolanda's been gone for like an hour?" He's like, "Yeah, I ran into her and talked to her about that. What's going on?" I was like, "Her register crashed. She took a break and she said smoke break, but her break ended up being like an hour long. So just make sure that when she gets paid for this day, it's for like 2.5 hours because she came in 30 minutes late and then she's been off her register for an hour. You know, so she's only getting like 2.5 hours. Hey, so congratulations, you did fucking nothing. You know, and then I'm like, yeah, and I don't really need her up. She's like, as you can clearly see, the front end right now is fine, so I don't even need her. So if you see her, send her home. If not, I'll tell her to go home if she pops her head back up here. 8:20 something rolls around, and she's trying to get back on the register. And I'm like, Yolanda, you can go home, but I can just go home. I was like, hey, you can go home. Bye, I don't need you either. She's like, but I gotta sign out the register. I'm like, no, you don't. She's like, I don't? I was like, it don't make a difference. You don't gotta sign out of shit.
You could have just said woman. You could have understood what happened.
You know? Yeah, like, you can just go home. Bye. And then she got the nerve to be like, you're so disrespectful. I don't fuck with you like that. And I'm like, I don't care, Yolanda. She's like, that's crazy. You say you don't care. Like, Yolanda, you gotta understand. I don't care. That's all I'm telling her. That's all. I'm not even arguing with her. She's like, you're so disrespectful to be like that with me. You know, I don't even know what I did to you. And I'm like, Yolanda, you've been unprofessional all night. You want to tell me I'm unprofessional? You've been unprofessional all night. You've been here. And you've been off the register. You've been off the register for an hour. I don't care. And then so she's raising her voice, and I'm calm. I'm like, Yolanda, you've been unprofessional all night. I don't care. Like, that's crazy. Like, ooh, if you stuck your finger in my face, I'd be like, Yolanda, I don't care. And I didn't do that, so I don't care even more. And then Zach's like, all right. If you're gonna have this conversation, we can go upstairs and have this conversation. Otherwise, you gotta go home. You know. And the whole time, Zach's like, Nate, you want a break? I'm like, nah, it wouldn't make a difference now, anyways. Mind you, I did not get a break all day. I came in at 1. I got no break because I had to run the entire front by myself, dealing with a guy quitting, people showing up fucking late, and this fucking crazy ass bitch that can't get her shit together. Yeah. Oh yeah. And I realized today was the day, because Darlene later on the night was like, Nate, don't worry, you're just having one of those days. No, Darlene, there's one of those days, and then there's the day. This is the day. Like, I'm done, bitch. I'm done. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting, but the job I'm currently doing in that building, I'm not doing. I'm talking to my manager tomorrow when I go in, and I'm gonna tell him just like that, Chris, I ain't doing it. I'll come to work at 5 a.m. and leave at 1. Like, I'll do a stocking shift for 8 hours. I'm done. I'm done dealing with these disrespectful, can't get here on time, ignorant, stupid fucking cashiers, and fuck the customers too. Like, I didn't have many problematic, annoying customers today. I had one. Fuck Raj. But I've already told you about Raj. Fuck that guy. Yeah, he popped up again today on some bullshit. Fuck him too. But yeah, he is. And that's not why I hate him. He's just an awful human being. That's my favorite part. People love the no. Yolanda was also like, "Hey man, this store is racist." Mind you, we're not. We just got a certain standard of what we expect from people, and she's trashy and ghetto.
You should tell him.
She's literally a Puerto Rican. We're literally the same race. I'm not racist. Not to my own people. Racist. You just suck. Not a racist building. You just suck, bitch. You're just terrible. When people are just awful human beings, they like to use a defense like, "Oh, you're a racist," or you hate old people," or "You hate young people." No, you're just an awful human being. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be like some innate reason. I could just hate you on a personal level as a human being because everything about you is detestable. Your work ethic is garbage. You can't show up on time. You're disrespectful as fuck when you're here. There's a lot of reasons I cannot, like I said, I don't like you. And guess what? You're checking off every fucking box. I don't give a fuck if you're black, brown, white, whatever. I don't care about that shit. I care about whether or not you make sense, you know, and do what you're supposed to do. If you can't do any of that shit, then what the fuck are you? You're no better than a pile of trash. Is that dehumanizing? Yes, but that's how these people make me feel. That's how it makes me feel. You can't do a simple ass job like this? How have you survived this long? How have you survived this long? I don't understand it. I don't get it. You've been selling yourself? What's going on? You got OnlyFans for your feet? I don't know what's going on. Man, ain't nothing else to look at.
Well, people do make a lot of money off that shit. So.
They do. It's a valid question. But no, yeah, it's insane, you know. So just a downright awful fucking day. So yeah, you know, I was asking Zach's a grocery man. Zach, you need somebody in grocery like full time, you know. This might have been it for me. This is the day for me right here. I'm not to mention that our previous lead, right, Kyle, he got promoted to a new store, a different position, right? So he's gone. So we had an open slot for the lead of our department. And instead of giving it to Jalen, who has all this history of working in this department and knowing what she's doing, being good for the job, they gave it to Ruby, who's like this. She's only been there, worked in the position for a year. She fucks up on a regular basis, like things that we should not be fucking up. She's a kiss ass, and she's just a pain in the ass, right? They gave it to her. Mind you, we had to fix a mistake of hers for like the past like 2 weeks. She made a mistake like a week and a half ago, and we had to correct it all throughout the week to make shit make sense, you know? She's asking, how bad did I fuck up? We're like, pretty fucking bad, Ruby. Pretty fucking bad, actually. We're fixing your fuck up all week. It's making our day more annoying. All fucking week, bro, because she fucked up doing something on Sunday, which is a week. Like, Sundays are very important for us because that is when, like, all of our business is like, calculated for the week. Well, she fucked up putting in some numbers for the paperwork, which means that all the numbers for our paperwork is now fucked up for this week because she didn't do it for last week. So we gotta like correct it for this week, and it's a pain in the ass to do because you gotta go in and itemize everything and be like, okay, well, we gotta make sure that this much looks like this and this much looks like that because we didn't put it in last week. So everything's fucked up because she forgot to do something that she knows she's supposed to do every Sunday. She didn't do that, so we had to fix that. Mind you, they gave her the lead position. Not to mention the fact that she's checking in lottery, right? But she's not putting it in the correct like paperwork for us. Which if you receive the lottery and you put it in the system, you put it in the system in one area, the lottery machine, right? You need to put it in our cash sheet that has a record of how much money we have on hand. Bills, coins, lottery tickets, fucking things that we sell, fucking park tickets and all that type of shit. You gotta put this in the paperwork, or else guess what? It shows as a crazy ass number the next day. She ain't do that. Then she did the same thing today, but with money that got delivered in the fucking safe, like actual bills. We got $6,000 in the building today, right? And all she checked, all she did was receive the delivery. She didn't check it in. She didn't put the paperwork in. None of it. And then she's texting me 3 hours later, oh, hey, I didn't do this. Can you make sure it gets done or I'll do it tomorrow? And I tell her, I'm like, Ruby, you need to do this when it gets here. I told her just like that, Ruby, this is something you're supposed to do when it gets here in the morning. You have to do this when it gets. Why the fuck didn't you check this shit in? Like what the fuck, bro? But mind you, she's the lead. They gave it to her. It's bad shit because she's an ass kisser.
Well, that's how you get the leads, you know.
Like, bro, it's crazy, dude. And like, if that's how it's gonna be with her there and all these disrespectful ass fucking people, fuck all of them. I'm gonna go stock shelves. I'll get my fucking. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a fucking weed vape pen and I'm gonna just stock shelves for 8 hours. I'll be happier